ability to create where you are now. Anytime you say my old story, the way it was, all that kind of stuff from before, you get tied up, twisted up in the past, the vibration of where you are right now feels kind of heavy. The resistance is immense to hold you back from moving forward. So let's just kind of leave that one here. Now, this one. When we talked about that potential being limitless, there's no limit to your potential. This is an exercise that we use in a workshop. We don't have time to do a workshop component here, but I would like you to open yourself up to taking this concept into coffee time conversation with a confidant, someone you trust. You don't have to love them, but nice if you do. Someone you trust, someone you love, and open up this conversation with them. When we have time, at some point in time, because we're going to be doing a whole lot more work, a number of people together, we would love to be able to have the luxury of the time of delving into this because it's such a brilliant exercise. So, this exercise, now imagine this tabletop. There are no pictures on the wall that we can see. Are there? Okay. So there are no pictures on the wall. So imagine this tabletop is like a picture. And we do want to have a frame around the picture. So there's a frame around the picture. So now let's play with that and say, okay, this picture canvas, this canvas of the picture with the frame here. The canvas is what we call a canvas of creation. The canvas of creation is one upon which you write or think or plan or desire or design all that you want to have in your life. And please have at it. So it's a rather small canvas here. So imagine you got a really big canvas going on there. And we want you to imagine vibrationally filling in that canvas with every dream, every goal, every desire, everything you ever wanted to do, be, see, have experience in your life. Just fill that canvas with that kind of stuff. And then let us know, we're kind of shifting forward in time, let us know when you kind of run out of ideas. Because you got it all in there. It's like, well, okay, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I got everything I can, I got it all. It's pretty good. And I got some really cool stuff going on there. I like it all. I'm very comfortable. I'm very satisfied with that. I'm very satisfied with what's in my canvas of creation. And we're saying, so how are you doing with that? Well, it's full, right up to the frame. Perfect. And we're saying, once you have filled in your canvas of creation and run out of ideas, bottom line, you ran out of ideas, like, that's it. We're saying you have just vibrationally identified and created your own limit. It's set. So our magical question becomes, and then what? So the exercise is to work with people that you know, people you trust, people you love. Talk about your plans. Talk about your desires. Talk about your dreams. Talk about your goals. With this one here, we want to give you this other exercise that's going to tie into, and then have them trigger you, say, and then what? And then what? And then what? And when you're lost for ideas and lost for words, that is the point of magic, because then you're getting booted into, and then what? That's the potential that we want to get in. That's the energy of creation. Not filling in what you already know. That's kind of easy stuff for us. So, one activation that's going to take you into, first of all, let's go backtrack a little bit to where we kind of left off. The concept of, to what degree of intensity can you feel that future potential is your current reality? Some people might have a little bit, this one might have a little bit of difficult time doing that. Because perhaps the experience of the expansion of their potential has not manifested yet. They haven't seen that yet. They haven't experienced that yet. They haven't been there yet, but they want to be there. Maybe some can resonate with that concept. In a group like this, where we have a number of people that we can count on fingers and toes kind of in the room, his expansion of, and then what, is, well, how about filling the Jubilee Auditorium? Why not? Jack's scenery, okay, but Jubilee's kind of cool. They got 3 balconies going. Yeah, that's cool. Let's fill the Jubilee Auditorium. So his object of potential, desire, dream, goal is fill the Jubilee Auditorium for people who are ready to hear this work. Kind of cool. He's been in the Jubilee. When he was a kid, he was performing there. He was in orchestra and band, so he knows ups and downs and understage and backwardly. He knows the whole thing inside out. But for being on the stage doing this work was kind of new. And we said, so to what degree of intensity can you feel that future potential as your current reality? And he said, not so much. Not so much. I can feel it from the outside, kind of literally, but I can't feel it from the inside. So we said, well, try this. So our little exercise is called, we call it the video camera on the shoulder. So imagine you have a little handy cam. You can get them for a couple $100 at Best Buy. So you got a handy cam on your shoulder. iPhone if you want. So you got a handy cam on your shoulder. So with someone else, again, loved one, trusted one, confidant, talk through this exercise of, say, okay, we'll use his example here. So we see him, we want him to see himself actually, on stage, Jubilee Auditorium, doing this work, bringing us to the people who are ready. And we're saying, so how does he vibrationally get himself there? We're saying, handy cam on the shoulder. So the morning of, walking into the building, okay, what do you see? You see the doors. How does it feel to actually touch that handle, open the door, feel the weight of the door, get in the door, feel the carpet under your feet, feel the door closing behind you, long hallway going in the back walls. Okay, now we're back into the back of the stage. There's some curtains hanging around there, some ropes hanging around there. Can feel the stage chunking around there. Walk out onto the stage. How does it feel? Think about whatever you're seeing in the camera. So imagine, walk yourself through this exercise of what can you see on that stage? What can you see row by row by row on the first floor? What can you see in the balcony? What can you see in the second balcony? What can you see from the seats, from the material to the makeup of everything in that room? What do you see? Take it the next step. How does that feel? Right? Because seeing is believing. It's like, okay, well, you're going to get stuck in that because you can't quite see it yet. We're shifting you beyond imagining. So how does it feel to be in that room? How does it feel to feel the stage under your feet? How does it feel to touch the curtain? How does it feel to see the first rows there? And now don't only see them empty, see them full. And how does it feel to feel yourself in that Jubilee Auditorium filled with people who are listening to us and getting it? We're going to play with you now. Actually, we're going to play with him. But he's going to be the example that we're going to play with for you. Can you kind of feel where we're going with that one? Okay. Camera, how does it feel? Backstage, on stage. Nobody in the audience, audience full. How does it feel? How does that whole time feel? Feel the people, feel the smiles, feel the love, feel the connection. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? Can you get the idea? So, handy cam on the shoulder. That's one exercise. The next exercise that we're going to kind of expand now, we're going to take that into the canvas of creation for him. And say, okay, so, and then what? So how about if we walk you through his experience of vibrationally tapping into how everyone feels when they're leaving? And the majority, far many than not, are feeling rather enthused, rather enlightened, rather excited, rather can't wait to get home and start doing some stuff with this, can't wait to share it. They're kind of on a pretty big of a high from that evening. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, what could be better? They take that home. What could be better? They talk to somebody else who wasn't there. What could be better? Those people take it to work the next day and talk to other people about it. So there's the ripples in the pond getting out there. So to what degree of intensity can you feel that future potential as your current reality? Don't limit your potential to what's in the room. Use his example there. That was a really good one. You can perhaps imagine filling Jubilee Auditorium for yourself. Vibrationally at first, of course, but if you can't see it, please don't expect it. Well, how do you expect it to show up if you can't believe it and feel it first, really? So if you want to put yourself on a smaller stage in the beginning, do so until you get comfortable on that smaller stage, but don't stay for too long. Expand the stage beyond what you've ever seen before. And then what? And then what? What could be better? What could be bigger? What could be more? Play with that. And if you can't do it on your own, ask someone to play the game with you. Tell them your story. Tell them your dream. Tell them your goal. Tell them your aspiration. Tell them your desire. Talk about it. And say, okay, I'm filling my canvas of creation, and then have them say, okay, what could be better? No, actually, before they ask that, do the video camera on the shoulder routine and describe how it feels to be in that room. Seeing is believing. We know that kind of holds people back. Feel it first. Feeling is believing for us, right? Feel it. Move forward. And then once you feel it and you're believing it and you're being it, trust it's got to show up. I mean, it's got to show up. So that aside, his example of and then what, and then what, and then what is ripples in the pond, people going home who are taking the energy of what they've learned, who are sharing with people who weren't there, who then share it with people at work who weren't there at all, who then maybe go and write an email or send something up on YouTube or whatever it happens to be, and how that expands. When you can feel the expansion beyond what you've ever seen possible in the room before, you are truly opening yourself up to a fuller expression of your potential.